Good morning. Well, we're at Grenada this morning and it's very wet. It is one of the wettest islands in the Caribbean. 1 minute.
Well, a very good morning, everyone. This is Staff Captain speaking from the bridge, and a very warm welcome to St George's here in Grenada. First of all, apologies for the 15 minutes delay. This is due to the traffic and the smaller ship, which you can see on our port side, was ordered to come into the port first. So, as always, please remember that we have established secure area around our vessel. And our procedure requires that you must show your cruise card to the security staff at the gangway when leaving the port in the vessel.
So, as you can hear, it is raining, and it might rain for most of the day. It is one of the wettest islands, and this is Grenada. We've got another ship in dock, the Insignia. I'm not sure what company that belongs to, but it's half the size of this one. As you can see, it takes about half the ship, and then the other half of our ship, I'll show you, goes all the way to the end there. So yes, it's quite a small ship, but looking at it, it looks quite big. It sort of puts into scale the size of this one. So anyway, we've been up since 6 a.m. We've had breakfast in the Horizon, and now we're all ready to go on our trip. It's not till 9:45, so we'll probably go for a little wander and wait and hope it's not cancelled, because it's a beach trip, so I'm hoping the sun does come out at some point, so we'll have to wait and see. So I'll let you know later on. So stay tuned, and thanks for joining me on JoJo's Homemaker and Lifestyle. Oh yeah, it's cold.
Welcome to Laura Herbs and Spice Garden. That's where you're going to see herbs for the medicinal uses and spices. Now, this project was first started in '93, officially opened in '95. As we go along, you can see the trails are cushioned with nutmeg shells to give you a bouncy walk. Okay, my name is Lorraine and I'll be your guide. Now, to begin with, we have a simple orange tree. That's the tree, those are the fruit. You're going to make an orange which is rather sour and acid. Now you cannot use it as a fruit, but you can use it in marmalade and as a substitute for limes. Okay? Now you are standing under a sapodilla tree. Sapodilla makes a brown fruit like a kiwi. Now when it's ripe, it remains brown, it just goes soft. You're going to split it open. Inside, you're going to see about 2 or 3 seeds within the pulp. You remove that seed and you eat the pulp. It's a sweet fruit. The chiclet chewing gum is made from it. Now the skin can be used for roughage. Now in my hand, everybody see a pod? That's cocoa for chocolate. If you look over here, that's the same pod. Cocoa is Grenada's second largest industry. Now very interestingly, that cocoa would grow as low as the trunk of the tree. Now in Grenada, we have these 2 types of cocoa, an orange cocoa and a yellow one. That's when it's ripe. To harvest the cocoa, we use 2 methods. You can use your hand or a cocoa knife. So when we get that cocoa, we're going to crack open the pot. Now inside, you see the beans packed like this. We're going to sell that bean to the cocoa station. There, they're going to ferment them for 7 days, and by fermenting, they are covering down to sweat. Now to do that, they're going to use the leaves of the banana tree to cover them down to sweat. Watch your step. After sweating, we put them out to dry in the sun, constantly turning. Now the outside becomes like a shell. So we're going to roast it to remove that actual shell. You're going to polish the beans, and we're going to ship those beans abroad. Our beans are shipped to Switzerland. There they're going to use them to make tea and beverages, suntan oils, lotions, cocoa butter, and chocolate. Cocoa is said to believe that it has a trace of the drug found in coffee. Grenada produces 1% of the world's production of cocoa. Now, not all our cocoa beans are shipped abroad as before. We have a couple factories on the island. Now, the northern part of the island, in Belmont Estate, there's one factory which produces one called the Grenadian chocolate. At that establishment, you get it both milk and dark chocolate. On the western side of the island, there's 2 factories. There's one in Diamond, St. Mark's, which produces one called the Juve. At that establishment, you can get it in different flavors, like ginger, nutmeg, bourbonade. They also do cocoa powder as well. In a village higher up in Crayfish Bay, there's a factory. We also have the House of Chocolate in St. George. Now you can suck on those beans, but don't buy them. It's bitter if you buy them. Let me try one first.
Ooh. Oh, thank you. Go on. Thank you. Oh, it tastes very sweet. It's nice actually.
Moringa leaves can be used as a vegetable, as a tea if you have a tummy ache or menstrual cramp. Now that tree produces a pod which makes some small seeds. You put those seeds in water, use them as a juice if you are diabetic. Those white flowers, you can use them in your salad. So everybody, that's a moringa tree. If you turn on the other side, that's damson. Damson is a fruit like your grape. The only difference, it's sour, acid, and when it's ripe, it's yellow. We use the damson to make marmalades, wines, and juices. Damson leaves can be used, for instance, if you have a problem with your tonsil, you're going to boil them in salt water and you're going to gargle them in your throat. Now, tamarind is a fruit. When it's mature, the shells are brown and crispy. You suck it, although it's a little bit sour. Use it to make candy, juices, and an Indian cooking. Take piece and pass it out.
You take what's in my hand. Oh no. Oh, that's lovely. That's coriander.
Oh.
It's not.
Step down and lick it to the
not.
back.
Oh. Oh.
Smell it. Come down and lick it. What you smelling now, it smells like cilantro or coriander, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's called shadow benny.
Can you eat it?
Yeah, you can taste it. Shadow benny is used as a seasoning for fish. It cuts the freshness. As a tea for fever. It's also an anti-convulsion for epilepsy. Seed on the leaf of Gwen Buffen. If you look closely, there's some little seeds under the leaf. Now, seed
Yeah,
on the
see 'em.
leaf can be used as a tea to treat diabetes, cholesterol, kidney stones. Chilies or bird's eye pepper. Now, the pepper, neither the tree don't get bigger than this. They are small and rather hot. You use them to make pepper sauce. Those leaves can be used, for instance, if you have an abscess or a boil, you're going to heat it with some soft candle and you're going to place it on it. Peppers can also be used in instances where you have a problem with your digestive system. It's a thyme.
Yeah.
It's called Guyana thyme. Guyana thyme is used as a seasoning for seafood in your chicken.
Soursop, and soursop is a big green spiky fruit. Once it's mature and ripe, it gets very soft, and that's when you use it. You'll peel off the skin, and the inside is white with black seeds. You get rid of the seeds. The white part, you make ice cream, juice, smoothies, cocktails, and you can also suck it straight from the tree. The leaves, it helps with high blood pressure, and it helps you to sleep. And then there is a market for the leaves to send to the U.S. because it helps with cancer.
Oh, okay.
Here we have what we're growing. Peppercorn. So it grows on a vine. And you get all the colors. It starts green and it goes red, white, black. Just different stage of maturity and different drying process. Any pepper lover?
Yeah.
Anybody want to try?
Yeah.
No. So this is called
What's it like?
Lovely Wonders of the World of Magic.
Nice.
When this leaf is freshly picked, someone you love, you write the name on the leaf, put the leaf in a book, and it grows. So if it grows, say that you love is true. If it don't, you can try again. But you're safe because it always grows. It doesn't matter where you put the leaf, it will grow. You can also warm it so you can get the juice and you squeeze it in your hands for infection. Plus ginger.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Very spicy. You make ginger beer, cookies, soft drink, malt, use it in cooking, and it's very good for motion sickness. It settles the stomach. So you can use ginger ale, ginger cookie, anything containing ginger, and it will settle your stomach. Then we got turmeric. So turmeric is a yellow root
Turmeric.
that we use as a
Very
substitute
good
for
for you.
saffron. Because we don't grow saffron, and saffron is very expensive. With the turmeric, you harvest the root, you dry it, you can use it fresh for color. So using your rice, your curries, egg dishes, pickles, etc. And you can also drink it. It's a superfood. So in the health shop, you get capsule. There's also tea bag. But if you're using it fresh or the powder as a tea, then you have to add some black pepper to activate it. The capsule, the tea bag, the pepper is already added. Even if you're making a shot with ginger and turmeric, you must add the pepper as well.
Mm.
Stoves water. Well, I wash my hands
Oh,
with it, but you can
wow.
wash your hair with it. It's called shampoo ginger. From the ginger family again. And the big green thing when you turn, substitute, is it contains protein. But when you turn, you just make all the
Jackfruit.
veggies, you use like pulled pork, pulled chicken, tacos, etc.
Wow,
But
was
when
a
it's
meat
dry,
substitute.
you take it straight from the fruit tree like you do any other fruit. You make fruit
Wow.
salad, etc. You can get it in cans at the
Huge.
grocery store, but also if you go to the Asian market, you can get it fresh because it's Asian food. Daughter of Paradise, you get it
Wow.
from
Smells like clove. Clove leaf, maybe?
Smells like something I've eaten.
You smell a little clove, a little bay leaf, a little cinnamon.
Oh, it's allspice.
The leaves you'll get oil from, they're called eugenol that they use in cologne, aftershave, etc.
And that's, looks like a bark. It smells like cinnamon, doesn't it? Maybe it is.
Yeah.
I think it's cinnamon.
Spicy. Sugar.
Or use the bark of the tree. So in order for us to harvest it, you have to cut the tree down. The root that remains will get new growth, but it's not that fast growing. So you have to wait 5 or more years before you can harvest from the same stool. When you cut the first layer that we are looking at, the outside skin, you have to shave that off with a knife. We don't do anything with it. The second layer, that's what you are smelling. And that's what we use as a spice. To remove it, you give it some markings, and then you'll peel it off piece by piece. You put it in the sun, and that's when it counts. Ground in a whole, use it in cakes, cinnamon roll, hot chocolate, mulled wine, and also if you're diabetic, when you use cinnamon every day, it helps control the sugar. So instead of using sugar, you use cinnamon. You can use like flavor water, you make your tea with it, you put it in your oats, in your porridge, everything. It has the nutmeg tree there.
And you can eat the outside as well. They use the outside as well. I bought some of them for cooking. I forgot
That's
the name
the
of
nutmeg
it.
before it's been processed. That's nutmeg.
Nutmeg, the national fruit of Grenada. Banana tree over
And the
there.
other person has the nutmeg, it goes yellow and it's big on the tree. And use all parts of the nutmeg. The yellow part, jelly, jam, syrup. Then you get mace, which is the red neck-like covering. Mace, when dry and grounded, use seasoning for seafood. You also use it in cosmetics, preservative, cake, and cookies. When you remove the mace, you get the shell. That's what you are walking on. And when you crack the shell, you have the seed, and the seed is what you grate in everything. For your cake, your ice cream, eggnog, rum punch, rice pudding, everything. We also make nutmeg cream and spray that you use for aches and pains. Since after the hurricane, I'm not too sure how much percentage of nutmeg we are producing. The nutmeg goes straight up, but it's shallow roots, so it's very easy to get blown down during a hurricane. And nutmeg, we have 2 seasons, April and October, November, December. So that's why it's just beginning. Over there we got banana. And the common thing is the flowers of the banana. So every time the fruit mature, the flowers open and drop. So when it gets very small, you know it's time to harvest the banana. At the edge of the drain here, we got pineapple plants. 1 fruit per plant once a year.
Oh, once a year.
But every year you get fruit from the same plant, so you don't have to destroy the plant. The top of the fruit you can also replant, but you have to wait 2.5 years before you can start getting fruit.
Long time, isn't it? You'd think it'd be more expensive, wouldn't you, really?
Yeah. No wonder.
Departure checks have been completed and Arvia will be sailing shortly. For departure, we will lift clear the berth before reversing and then rotating the ship. Once clear the port, we will settle initially on northerly courses and then finally northeasterly courses overnight towards the west coast of St Lucia and the port of Castries. For tomorrow, we'll be off the port early at 5:45 in the morning with the intention of entering and docking alongside their designated cruise pier by 7 a.m.
Well, welcome to JoJo's Homemaker and Lifestyle. We are in St Lucia. We've had a lovely taxi ride here, and yeah, now we're at Rodney Bay Beach. And we've got a really quiet little spot. Looks lovely beach, lovely sea. It's really nice. We've got a really nice quiet spot as well. We'll be in there later. I don't know if you can see its face. I think you can. It's beautiful. We've had a wonderful time on the beach, but now it's just time to go home and look. So it's a bit of a downpour, and we've got to go back to the minibus, the taxi soon. I think we'll wait till this is past. It does go as quick as it comes, which is good. But wow, that's a bit of a downpour. Had a lovely time. That's been lovely at Rodney Beach. Well, we've had an absolute amazing day today in St Lucia. We went to Rodney Bay Beach and we came back, and I've had a nice coffee and just relaxed on the balcony, and I've just had a shower. Now Ade's just getting ready, and tonight we're going to the Sindhu restaurant, which is the Indian restaurant on board the Arvia. So I'll be taking a few photographs of that to show you as well. We've only got a couple of days left now. We're at sea tomorrow, then one day in Barbados, and then the following day in Barbados we leave. So we've not got long left now. Good morning, well, more like afternoon. It's 11:30 a.m. and we're at sea today on the way to Barbados, and we can see an island from here. I'm not sure where it is. I'll find out, and I'll put a little I'll put a little tag on where we are, where we're near. So let me just show you. There, you can see that island. I'll zoom in, there you go, look. So it's really calm sea today. Not much sunshine, it's a bit cloudy today. There we go, look. Lots of people on the beds, all the same. And now I'm just going to have a wander around and see what I can get, because they've got some offers on in the shops, and I thought I'd have a look and see if I can get a few gifts to take home. Also, probably just nip for a coffee. Ade's chilling today as well, well, we both are really, and we had room service this morning because it's a sea day, so we thought we'd treat ourselves to breakfast in bed, which was lovely, and watched a film, so that was really nice. So we're going to go take a little look and have a wander around.